Almighty God, who has blessed us with memory, reason, and skill, help us to use them wisely in the service of our town government. We ask this in thy holy name, amen. So the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the board in public forum?
Yes, I would.
Okay, good.
In this note that we had in the paper for the town budget, on the last two pages here, it says, the raise was decided by the town board and that's where we're going to leave it. We did what we did, Barcombe said. We did what we thought was right. It was the consensus of the full board. We adjusted his salary for a reason. So I'd still like to know what the reason was that you're giving a 9% raise when all these people are going to be out of work in a short time. A 9% raise, $3,900, that's kind of high.
I understand. Did that same article address what, I addressed it in that article, why we did that?
What was the reason?
Because a code enforcement officer was accumulating comp time of approximately 120, 30 hours a year, 15, 16 work days. He was getting most of Mondays and Fridays off at his request in the summertime. He will no longer be getting those days off. He will still be required to go to all the meetings for both villages and the town. It could be as many as 8 or 9 meetings a month. And the board decided to adjust his salary, require him to go to these meetings with no comp time off.
If he's required to go to these meetings, he's still getting $50 per meeting to go to them?
No, he does not.
Was he getting that before?
No, he was not.
Just the planning board members and the zoning board members are getting $50 each time?
That is correct. This is the first year they got that also.
Oh, I thought it was told they did that 2 years ago.
No. This started this past, am I correct, Bruce?
Yes, but of course we don't get a penny until December 31st.
It's only paid out once a year, and they only get that if they attend the meeting. If they miss a meeting for any reason, they don't get paid. Okay?
Okay. Also, I was wondering about the Barclay trailer that's right across the road from us. I know we have mentioned it to you a few times, and I thought by now he should know something about that, where they have left there, Ronald Barclay left there in December, and no one has been there, and there's rats and everything all over there. Cats running in and out, and I wonder if anything's going to be done about it.
I'm not aware of this one.
It's a trailer that apparently he's left. I have no idea where he is. It's private property.
He's in Ross's Point.
Well, wherever he is, he is. It's his personal property. I mean, unless somebody comes in and files a complaint with me that there's a problem with it.
Well, I'll file a complaint tomorrow
you
for
come
you.
in and do that.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? If not, we need a motion to approve the October 14th minutes of the last meeting.
I'll make the motion to approve the meeting next month.
Thank you, John.
I'll second it.
Is there any questions on the minutes? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. We do have a public hearing at 7:15 for the budget and opening of the bids for the screening machine for the sand. We'll get back to that at 7:15. You have your real property tax schedule, excuse me, tax service schedule for the assessor's office. Mondays and Fridays. Mondays is for mostly field work and within the township, and Fridays they're in the office. We have two reports, the next two sheets. One is for August and one is for September. The community outreach program updates and the number of families that they provide services to. The next thing is the Clinton County Health Department sent us a letter. We had requested of them for a go-ahead, so to speak, put a culvert in next to a piece of property, and we didn't wanna impede the health department, so we got their, they had no objections to us placing a culvert on 29 South Street. The owner's been made aware of any future problems, and he must take care of them himself. Alan has, the work is all complete as far as I know, Alan?
Yep.
That's all done. We did wait until we got a okay from the health department on that one. Mickey, you might want to address the next issue, is that,
This is that property on the Garso Road. There was a fire there earlier this spring. The building is basically demolished, and it's been like that since then. I've talked to him a couple of times, and he indicated that he was waiting for his insurance to settle. Well, I don't know how long it takes insurance to settle, but it's getting to be a danger to the area for kids going in there because there's no fence around it. The house is not completely all down, so they can get in, rummage through it and whatnot. But the procedure for this is I have to give you the report which I wrote up, telling you what my findings were, and what my recommendations are would be that he clean it up. So the next step is you have to accept that report and then tell me what you want me to do with it. And the next step would be that we would contact him, and he would have to have a hearing within so many days. He has the opportunity to bring an engineer, architect to look at the site and dispute it if he wants to. If not, you know, we have to push him to clean it up, otherwise the town will clean it up and put it on the taxes. The outcome at the end of the day here. It's an unsafe building, it's what it falls
it's a
under.
safety issue, really.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have no problem making them clean it up in a timely fashion, whatever that happens to be.
Okay.
30 or 60 days or 90 days or whatever it takes. So I don't know if he doesn't do it soon, he probably won't do it this winter, you know.
Well, I mean, we have to, it's a time-sensitive thing. From after tonight's meeting, I'll send him another letter saying that the board reviewed it and agreed with it. And now it's basically the ball's in his court. He has to respond to it, that he's either gonna do something or not. And if he doesn't do anything, then we can, through legal means.
Okay. Go ahead and do it. You don't need a motion on that, do you? I don't believe. I don't think we need direction to do it. Go ahead. The next thing. Okay. We have a letter here from the North Country Golf Club requesting to review their lane lease. And I talked to the president of the golf course today, and their board and our board will meet hopefully in our next town board meeting in December 8th, I believe it is. We're hopeful for that. Northeast Regional Holiday Seminar. It's in Albany, I believe it is. If anybody wants to go, let us know. It's nothing I'm interested in going to myself. Read it over. If anybody wants to go. We have a letter from Clinton County Health Department. It's offering a course to our water, the guy takes care of our water operators licenses. It's a meeting in December 9th from 8 to 3. We need permission to send our one water operator to this course, if possible. It's right here in the town of Plattsburgh. Peru. Okay. It's close by. I could have a motion to approve sending that one wastewater operator.
I make a motion that we send our water operator to this seminar.
Second.
Thank you, John. Any questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I have a letter from Gerald Arnold. I'm presently an alternate on the town zoning board of appeals. Would like to be a regular zoning board member. He is an alternate now, and we do have a full-time slot available because of a resignation a couple months ago. And Arnold's the only one that, Gerald's the only one that showed interest in become a full-time member of that board.
I make a motion that we appoint Gerald Arnold to the zoning board.
Second.
Thank you, John. Any questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Now we have a letter from the United Way, Clinton, Essex County. Consideration of contributions from our employees. If anybody's interested, any employee within the town, any employee, town employee, wishes to sign up for the United Way, let us know. Very worthwhile cause. We'll get you the proper forms. That's for your information only. The next thing, you have your document control officer's log for the month. 7-8 calls. The duck is back, the half-black duck. There's an open enrollment for our employees. Anybody interested in signing up for benefits of the AFLAC plans, do let us know, and we will get you the forms for that. We have the minutes of our shared services, October 28th meeting. These are for information only. Read them over, very interesting. Land Lakes to Lot Passage is the annual report coming out of Champlain. It gives you the annual report of the Lakes to Lot Passage pertaining to Lake Champlain. And under the building committee, Richard and John Paul are building, maybe this would be a good time, Alan, you can address this issue of,
Okay, I wanna ask the town board, I got specs here for furnace. And if I can get the approval, you know, we can put it in the paper, spec it out for bids. Also, I have a quote here, a guy that's gonna help us put that ceiling in. He's gonna work at nights after we get out of work. You know, he's pretty reasonable about it, because we gotta put the ceiling in before we put that new in. It's gotta be done in a timely fashion that we gotta get, you know. It's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
and soon, or could be soon. The furnace is just for the highway garage. We put a new furnace in the office building, the office portion last year, this past winter, I guess it was. And we're looking at a natural gas, propane gas system. And with the hopes in the future of getting natural gas. So I guess we need permission to go ahead and advertise for a furnace. Hopefully, we need to do this, and we need to advertise that, I believe, at least for 10 days.
10 days, yeah.
We'd like to set that opening of those bids before our next meeting, I would think, Alan.
Oh, you almost have to, I mean.
Yeah.
The next board meeting will be what, 10th of December?
December.
8th, yeah. I'd like to have a motion to approve going out for bid on for the furnace. We'll open the bids after the 10-day advertising period.
It all depends how quick we can get it on the paper. Because you can't include the day it goes on the paper. You can't include, you know what I mean,
In the 10 days,
in the 10 days.
okay. Joe, is that something you think you could do by the end of the week?
I mean, I can do it right off, but it all depends how quick they're gonna get in the paper.
Okay,
We're not here tomorrow, so the quickest I can send it down is Thursday, so I wanna say, I don't believe it'll be in the paper till Sunday or Monday.
okay. And 10 days from that brings to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Even that, if we could ever, if on that time schedule, we probably could open the bid the day after, the day after Thanksgiving, we're closed also, I believe. So we'd have to look to the 30th probably. Okay? I think that's the schedule we're gonna have to go by. That's at least 3 weeks, not 4, for our next meeting. Okay? So if you could get with Alan and give you the specs on that, and advertise it for 10 days. I hope the motion would be that we could review them immediately upon the end of the 10 days and take action then. So if I could have a motion to do that.
You need a motion
To approve
to approve the
advertising.
advertising those the specs
Yes.
that are brought, okay. I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll second it.
thank you. I assume to open the bids after the 10-day period, not to wait till our next meeting. Okay.
Do you need to set a date?
Well, it's kinda hard to set the
It
date
is.
if we don't know when it's gonna be in the paper.
Correct.
Yeah, 10 days from the first day it's advertised.
Yeah. So,
You're really gonna have to have a special meeting then.
no,
No, town clerk's got the right to open up the bid.
yes,
But I mean, for us to review them, we wanna review them
Yeah.
before
Well, the building committee certainly has to. It's an improvement on the building.
right.
And we'll,
But I think what we did last time when we put the furnace for this end, we went through them,
Yeah.
you know, we really have to, I'm
Yes.
not gonna be,
I understand.
you know what I'm saying? I think it should be the full board's decision, no matter what we come up with.
Well, there's a call a special meeting, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. We can call a special meeting after we know when it's advertised. Okay, to review the bids. So the motion is to advertise
To advertise,
and open the bids after the 10-day period is passed.
correct.
Okay. John, did
Yeah.
you second that? Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Alan, do you need, for the ceiling?
No, it's below 5,000,
Okay,
okay, so I don't need,
okay, that's fine. We just need to get it done before the furnace goes in. The furnace, I don't know how long it takes to seal on that, but the furnace can go in a couple of days, I would think,
Yeah.
3 days, whatever. Okay. Hopefully the weather holds up. We do have, I'll adjourn the regular meeting, we'll come back to it. We need to, we have 2 things at 7:15. Perhaps the bid, Julie, first, would you read that, please?
Notice is hereby given pursuant to section 103 of the general municipal law that the town of Champlain will accept seal bids for one power screen 2006 or newer with 700 hours or less with an attached new stockpile conveyor. Specifications and proposal forms may be obtained from the town clerk, town of Champlain, 729 Route 9, Champlain, New York. Seal bids must be filed in the office of the town clerk on or before 7 p.m. November 10th, 2009. The bids will be opened and read aloud at 7:15 p.m. at the regular town board meeting, which is scheduled for 7 p.m. November 10th, 2009. All bidders are welcome to attend this meeting, which is open to the public. The successful bidder will be notified promptly by letter and must be prepared to enter into a contract to furnish the required material or services. The town of Champlain reserves the right to reject or to waive any and all bids if in the best interest of the town of Champlain. Bids should be clearly marked, bid enclosed, one power screen 2006 or newer with 700 hours or less with an attached new stockpile conveyor. Okay, we got one bid for 2,000 or newer. It's a 2,000 year stockpile conveyor with the power screen, which is a 2006 with 700 hours. And its cost is $61,000. Is it Emerald Equipment Systems? And that's the only one we have.
61,000 even,
Yes.
it's the will of the board if we accept this offer.
I I make a motion that we accept this bid.
I second it.
Thank you. Is there any questions on this bid? All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you.
Do you need to vote as well, because
Well,
the majority?
yeah. I voted a yes also on that, just because we need 3 for 4. Okay. The next thing is the public hearing on the budget. You have the advertisement on that, George?
Notice of hearing for upon preliminary budget. Notice is hereby given that the preliminary budget of the town of Champlain for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2010 has been completed and filed in the office of the town clerk at Champlain, New York, where it is available for inspection by any interested person at all reasonable hours. Further notice is hereby given that the town board of the town of Champlain will meet and review said preliminary budget and hold public hearing thereon at the town office on November 10th, 2009 at 7:15 p.m. and that at such hearing, any person may be heard in favor or against the preliminary budget as compiled or for against any item or items therein contained. Pursuant to section 113 of the town law, the proposed salaries of the following officers are hereby specified as follows. Supervisor, 19,000, council members, 6,150, and there's 4 of them. They each get that. Highway superintendent, 17,325 for elected, 28,875 for working superintendent, town clerk, tax collector, 22,950 by order of the town board.
Okay, thank you. Now I will open up into the public. If anyone has any questions on the budget, we'll start with that.
What is the total that Mr. Taker will be getting now for a budget, for the amount?
I'm gonna have to give you approximate figures, and they'll be real close. Mickey last year was salary 39,690, 39,690 was it?
Yeah.
Joan, I'm within very few bucks here. And he got a 3.5% increase, like everybody else did. The budget includes a 3.5% increase for all our employees, not the town board or the supervisor. There was no raises for the town board or the supervisor. Everybody else, highway, and all other employees, non-union employees, got a 3.5% raise.
That was last year.
Pardon?
That was last year?
No. This coming January, they're gonna get a 3.5% raise, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I don't have a calculator in front of me. And on top of that, Mickey's getting 3.5% on top of 39, 690, I think it is. I can get the figure somewhere for you. Then on top of that, he's getting $2,250 for the comp days that we no longer allow him to take. It brings his salary, I believe, to 42, 43 in that area. If you call me, I won't be here tomorrow, we're closed, I'll give you the exact figures on that.
So he gets about $43,000 a year.
Yes,
Can I say something on this?
yes.
Okay, I'm a trustee on the village board in Rouse's Point. The village board and the town sent us over things, the figures. The village of Rouse's Point pays 40% of his salary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we agreed that it was a fair deal. If the comp time disappears, we felt that it was a good deal for the town and the village also.
That $2,250 was comp time that they took away, or they're
taking
giving
away
that in
comp
place of
time
it?
and adding it onto the thing. But we paying 40% of his salary over there. And we went through it with our employees and things, and he's only getting 3.5% a raise. Our guys are getting 5.5%. But we agreed, our board agreed to go along with the findings of the town board.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Still a big amount.
Any other questions? Okay. The total budget, just Sheldon usually asks the question. The total budget is up $3,836. Very little increase, less than $4,000 increase over last year. Okay. There was a lot of reasons for that.
It's all Mickey.
Pardon?
It's all Mickey.
Worth every cent.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why the budget is within those parameters. Our sales tax revenue was good this past year. Hopefully next year will be as good. We don't know that. We had some pretty decent fund balances because the fuel oil dropped from the previous year. And we had figured on the high side for fuel, and it dropped. We saved money there. We had a 14% increase in health insurance benefits that we're paying out to our employees. The premium for the monthly health insurance. We did roughly 2.5 miles of highway, Alan, I believe.
Yep.
Salt is projected to be down next year around $25, $28 a ton from the high of this year. So some things are down, some are up. And we came up with a budget. The actual taxes that we're raising, money we're raising through taxes, is $597,552. Okay, that is $3,836 over last year. Okay. If anybody's got any questions, yeah, go ahead,
I was wondering because when we had gone over this before and Jane had mentioned that since you had more money coming in from the county and everything for the sales taxes, that possibly some of that could have been put back on our taxes for the outside the county?
Yes, we did, in this budget, we're turning back $75,000 to the county, okay, the county sales tax, to reduce the local burden on our town residents' county tax. So your county tax will be less than those townships who didn't turn any money back. Okay. We have in the past, way back, turned in even more money than that. Last year we did not turn any money back. This year we're turning $75,000 back to the county to reduce the town outside taxpayers' portion of their county tax. The villages get their sales tax independently from us. Okay, the 2 villages get their sales tax directly from the county. Okay, so that $75,000 would not reduce the taxes, county tax for the village residents, but it does for the county residents. Any other questions? Okay. If not, I'd like to have a motion to approve the budget.
I'll make a motion to approve the budget.
I thank you, John.
I'll second that motion.
I thank you, Richard. Any questions? We will have a roll call vote on this. It's an important issue. John?
Yeah.
Richard?
Yes.
And yes for myself. Okay. We're going back into the public session for the regular board meeting. If there's no other questions on the budget. I know of nothing on the grants or board of assessment review. Highway committee, Anthony, no, John, Alan, you know?
No, we're just getting trucks ready for the winter right now, and that's it.
We're waiting for the white stuff, and someday it'll be here.
We'll be here soon, you think?
I know nothing else on the committee reports. If anybody has any, speak up, please. Julie, you have a town clerk's report? Julie, you have your cash receipts, your post audit bills. We do need a motion to approve the monthly bills.
There's one thing on the monthly bills, we should remove poll voucher 1545. Because this is to pay VAS for the updates for the tax collection program. But I'm going with the county, so we're not gonna be through VAS. $825.
How much is it?
$825.
Okay, thank you. Got that right here. What was the number on that, Julie, please?
It's voucher number 1545.
Okay.
Unless you wanna pay for a program I'm not using.
Well, if we don't need it, we don't need it. We appreciate the savings. Okay, I'd have a motion to approve the bills other than that one. We're pulling that
I
one.
make a motion, we pay the monthly bills as listed, less voucher number 1545 for $825.
Thank you, Richard. Need a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, John. Any questions on the monthly bills? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried? That's all I have. Does anybody have any questions
I have one.
Yes.
Well, it was just something that was bothering me. Last night, my stepdaughter was coming home from work or college. She got pushed over by a tractor trailer. That tractor trailer went around and ended up at Richards, Dennis Richards. There was no license plate on it, and it went into Dennis Richards' place where he has sheet metal. Now, I didn't think after dark like this there was supposed to be tractor trailers going in there.
We did set hours on that. Do you remember what they were?
Definitely weren't after dark, and they weren't before 7:30 in the morning, which have been going on. And they're definitely
I'd
not
have to look
scrap
it
metal.
up, offhand, I don't remember.
Well, we told her to notify the state police, and they said that that's happened before, and they were going to check into it. So we're just hoping that it will. Somebody will check it.
It just seems to me, we best check into the hours. The permit he has, the hours are set.
Yeah.
If you call in, Jane,
No.
we'll give those to you. I don't know what they are offhand. We have not had a lot of complaints in that area. A
Well-
couple, not many. Okay,
You will have more if it keeps up.
yeah, I understand. Okay, he has a permit that he needs to abide by. Okay,
But tractor trailers with new cars is definitely not junk.
his permit states his hours and,
And scrap metal.
yeah.
Okay.
Anything else? If not, I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
All right.
All right.
Opposed? Carried? Thank you, Julie.
Is Ed gonna stay for the whole thing?
And so-
Are you gonna stay